Good morning YouTube fam, welcome back to another one of my videos. I just want to quickly explain what is going on here. So Vanity Planet was kind enough to send me this body analyzer scale which measures your body weight, your body fat percentage, your bone density, your water weight, and your muscle mass. Now I don't think it's 100% accurate, but I do think it's a great way to monitor your progress just because you have more than just one number to base your progress off of. So if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these, you can click the link in the description box and get 60% off your purchase. Now I'll leave you guys to the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Good morning YouTube. Before I go and sit my butt down on my famous office over there, my famous chair, I just want to say good morning and make a little introduction clip for this video. It is November 14th. Today was my official 3-week check-in since I got back on a consistent plan, and I am feeling great. I'm really happy with the way that my body has responded to the increase of macros. We didn't take it easy at all. We just went straight into 180 carb, 50 fat, and 140 protein, and my body responded super well. My weight actually has been maintaining steadily on that number. I'm assuming today I'll probably get my macros bumped up. We'll see later on though when I get my feedback from my coach. Last week he did want to bump them up, but your girl here decided that she wanted a treat meal instead, and when you have a treat meal, you're most likely going to be put into a surplus just because unless you're tracking what you're eating, you're probably going to have a very high calorie meal that's just going to put you over what you normally eat. So instead of adding macros and increasing my calories through that, we just increase my calories through my treat meal. So since my main goal is to put on some muscle mass, we definitely don't want my weight to just be sitting steadily. Even though we do want to minimize the fat gains, we definitely don't want to take it super slow because I'm not planning on taking that long of an off season. I think like 4 or 5 months tops. So we definitely want to optimize the time that we have to make gains and make sure that we're doing everything we can to maintain some leanness and still be able to put on some muscle mass. So in my opinion, the best way to do that is making sure that you are being very consistent with your lifts. So tracking your lifts, making sure that you're making a very good effort to increase the weight week to week. And even if it's just 5 pounds, trust me, it makes a difference. And if you can't do that, if you can't add more weight, you can also add extra volume through doing extra sets or just an extra exercise. And then to make sure that you're keeping the fat gains minimal, I think it's very important to make sure that you're being consistent with your macros and just watching your weight, making sure that you're not gaining more than, I would say, like 2 pounds a week. If anything, I would say like 1 pound tops. That's just my recommendations. That's just what I think is most beneficial if you're trying to maximize muscle gain and minimize fat gain. So those are just a couple things you guys can incorporate into your off season if your goals are similar to mine. I believe with reverse dieting, you don't necessarily need to do it slowly. You just have to be very consistent, because once you're consistent with a set of numbers, your body will try to adapt and it will just try to find homeostasis, and instead of like putting on fat or losing weight, it's just going to try to maintain with those numbers. You don't necessarily need to slowly add food back into your diet. You just need to obviously go back to a number that's reasonable, so you're not going to go up to like 2,500 calories out of nowhere. If you don't have a coach to do this for you, you can use an online calculator and see what they recommend for a maintaining number. Follow that number consistently, track it for at least like 2 to 3 weeks, see what your weight does, see how your body responds, and you can start to increase them from there. How much you're going to increase your macros all depends on how you're progressing. So if you're adding weight on too fast, like I said, you might want to slow down on how fast you're adding the food back in. But if you feel like you're maintaining the weight or you're adding like 0.2 pounds every week, then you can go ahead and increase them by 20 to 30 grams if it's your carbs. And then with fats, I would stick to 5 to 10 grams just because fats are a bit higher calorie. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, whereas 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. So at the end of the day, it truthfully just depends on your body, how you're responding. There are certain guidelines, like you can increase them by 10 to 20 grams, you can start at maintenance, you can do this much cardio, but at the end of the day, it all depends on how your body is responding. So that's why it's so important that you're keeping track of not only your training progress, but your physical progress and your weight and your measurements, and just putting everything into account. So those are some tips for you guys. This was supposed to be an introduction clip, and it definitely is not. So along with that little chat, I'm just gonna bring you guys along with me today, see what the day has in store for us, because it's Monday, and you guys know how I feel about Mondays. Just kidding. I don't even know how I feel about Mondays. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Today it's good. I'm so excited to try these little protein bites out. It's local to Calgary, and they reached out to me on Instagram. I looked at their website, and when I saw gingerbread and saw how beautiful they look, like, look at that. Literally. How good does that look? I couldn't say no. They're made with real whole ingredients. They have no added artificial sweeteners, so I'm super excited to try them out. I just don't know which one. Oh my god, they have one with dates. This one has 139 calories, 6 fat, 14 carbs, and 8 protein, and it has sunflower seed butter, rolled oats, vanilla whey protein, maple syrup, dried cranberries, pumpkin seeds, coconut flour, and sunflower seeds. So they all range from 120 calories to 140 calories. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm gonna try one right now. I just don't know which one I'm gonna do. I don't know if I want to try this one though. This is a great white. This one because it has coconut, I can see on it, and macadamia nuts and powdered peanut butter. Like, hello. Oh my god. These are pretty freaking good. They're not overly sweet. You can taste like the wholesomeness of them, and they're just like really dense and just good. Like, they're a really good little snack. If you're in the Calgary area, I would highly recommend these, like at least trying them, because they are really, really good. I don't know if they do ship outside of Canada or they even ship in Canada, but you can always contact them. I will put all their information below. And Munch YYC, if you're watching this, thank you so much. This is a freaking amazing product, and I honestly don't doubt that they will do really, really well with it. So I'm super excited to have the rest of these. She said I could share, but I'm probably not gonna share. Maybe one with my roommate, but that's about it. But I do need to have breakfast because I haven't eaten yet, and it's 10:36. So I'm gonna get into breakfast so I can go hit some legs, and then I will catch you guys later. Alone at last, feel the pressure build. Fam, and that is a wrap for today's leg day and cardio. I did do some cardio because I just had the energy for it. It's kind of funny how during prep, when you have to do cardio after legs, it seems like the biggest chore ever. But during your off season, when you don't have to do it, you're like, yeah, for sure I'll do it. So that's what happened today. I got some cardio in, and right now I'm gonna make my way over to Walmart because the gym that I usually work out at is in a mall. So there's a Walmart here, and I do need to buy some cashew meal as per usual. So I'm gonna go make my way over to Walmart, grab some of that, and then head home.
Alone at last, feel the pressure building up. You take my hand, we dance. Pack your bags, you say. Let's escape this trap town and find.
As per usual, there was a couple distractions and a few things that I didn't need, but things you just can't pass up. Got everything I needed and some other things that I didn't need, and now we are gonna head back home. And I have a lot of work to do, so that's what's on the agenda.
Ourselves today, 'cause I can see it's written on your face. You want.
Alright guys, so before I shower and eat and get into work, I want to show you guys the couple of things that I bought that you might not have seen on my channel at all before. This light rye bread, aside from the Little Big bread and the Weight Watchers bread here in Canada, this is probably one of the breads with the better macros out there. It has 25 carb, 2 fiber, 5 protein, and 1.5 fat for 2 slices. It is a bit higher carb, but honestly the slices are bigger as well, so it makes sense that it's going to be a bit higher carb, and it tastes amazing. I love this bread, and in my opinion I would say that it's a lot healthier than the, what do you call it, Weight Watchers bread. And then another thing that I found as well, hello, what's up, super excited to try these. I don't know when I'm going to try them, but when I do, you're definitely not going to miss it. So for 4 cookies, there's 21 carb, 7 fat, and 1 protein. Should I just have one? I'm hungry. That's 1 cookie. So for 4 of these, there is 21 grams of carbs and 7 fat. Oh my god. Yo. My god. I just got feedback from my check-in, so sit tight if you want to find out how it went. Just keep getting like message after message and I haven't actually looked at them, so I'm gonna stop my emails for a second and I'm gonna look at the check-in, because who doesn't get super excited about getting feedback from their coach? Like, let's be honest. All right, so he said Physique has lines, looks like we've dropped water or something because I see more lines. This is a really good thing. My back shot looks a bit more full too. Arms and back are looking great. So far everything sounds awesome. So that's some pretty good feedback, and I'm definitely excited about the fact that there's more food being added. I'm excited to see how my body's gonna respond. I am off to Dubai next Monday, so kind of a little bit nervous about the food situation because it's the first time that I'll be staying in a hotel for 10 days without access to a kitchen or anything. So I'm gonna have to either find like a meal prep service or see if I can just like buy chicken in bulk, and I don't even know if I'm gonna have a fridge in my hotel room, so I guess I'll figure it out as the time comes. Honestly, at the end of the day, it is off season, so I don't have to stress about it as much, but I definitely do want to make sure that I am milking every single week of this off season as well, because it's gonna be short and I do have a lot of improvements to make. Not short, but it's gonna be shorter. Super excited for these changes. Like I've said a million times, I'm super excited to keep you guys updated with everything and keep sharing my journey and progress with you all. My carbs went up 20 grams and my fats went up 5 grams. So that's, let's do the math here. So my calories got increased by 85 calories, and then yeah, my macros got increased by 20 grams for carbs and 5 grams for fat, and that leaves my calories at 1,815 calories per day, which is a lot higher than when I ended my competition season. I think I was at probably like 13 or 1400 at the lowest, so it's still not that low compared to a lot of bikini competitors, but it's still pretty low. And as always, everybody is gonna diet on different numbers and everybody's gonna respond differently. So as I always say, it's super important to do what works for you. It's okay to have someone else's plan, maybe what they're doing as a guideline, and go off of that, but you should never do exactly what someone else is doing, because we're built very differently. Our genetics are different. Some people can handle more carbs, some people can handle more fat. So give different things a try. Don't just get stuck on one thing. See how your body responds and just go off from that. So that is gonna conclude this video though, you guys, because I don't think I have anything else happening today, and I've done a lot of talking already. I don't think you guys want to hear more of me anymore, so I'm gonna wrap up the video right here. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying everything that I've been putting out so far. Let me know down below if there's anything else you want to see. If you did enjoy the video though, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you are enjoying all the content I'm putting out, I would highly appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button before you head out. And if you have any questions for me, anything to tell me, make sure to leave it down below. Catch you guys in the next one.